Well, this is the information that everybody needs. So, in today's conversation, I want to share with you the top 10 Experian credit cards for fair credit, high limits, and quick approval. Don't go anywhere. You're going to love today's conversation. I guarantee it. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sturdy Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you had to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to share with you the top 10 Experian credit cards for fair credit, high limits, and quick approval. Number 10, folks, we have here M&T Visa Signature. Our score, 7/10. This is a great card that allows you to turn your purchases into cash, okay? And the card has no annual fee. You have unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase. This is really good. And you have 10,000 bonus points after $500 in purchases that you have done in the first 90 days from account opening. And the card comes with a 0% introductory APR on balance transfers and purchases for 12 billing cycles from account opening. So we love this card. I mean, it's really great. The variable APR is decent. You have 11.24% to 18.24% variable. Okay, and the cool thing here is that the card has no foreign transaction fee on purchases made outside the United States. So this is M&T Visa Signature credit card. Our score, 7/10. Number 9, folks, we have BMO Harris Bank Cashback Card. Our score, 7.5/10. So with this card, honestly, we have analyzed a lot of cards on this show. Earning cashback has never been more rewarding. Why? You get 5% cashback on eligible streaming, cable TV, and satellite services. This is really good. You get 3% cashback on eligible gas and grocery purchases. You get 1% cashback on all other eligible purchases, okay? In addition to that, we love the fact that you can get actually $400 in cell phone protection coverage when you charge your monthly wireless telephone bill to this card. This is great. And you have up to $2,500 in gas and grocery purchases each calendar quarter. And let's talk about, and you actually also get a $200, and this is a welcome offer as a new card holder. You can get a $200 cashback bonus when you spend $2,000 within 3 months of opening your account. This is really good. So what about the APR? The APR, the standard APR goes from 14.24% to 22.24%, okay? And there is actually a 0% intro APR on balance transfers for 12 months from the date of the first transfer when transfers are completed within 90 days from date of account opening. And after that, we go from 14.24 to 22.24%. Number 8, folks, we have here TD Double Up. Our score, 8/10. Folks, I'm still talking to you about the top 10 Experian credit cards for fair credit, okay? Number 8, we have TD Double Up credit card. Our score, 8/10. And with this card, you have you can earn 2% cash back, 1% when you buy, and 1% when you redeem into an eligible TD Bank deposit account. And you can earn actually $100 cash back from in the form of a statement credit when you spend $1,000 within the first 90 days after account opening. Okay, and what we love with the card is that you can earn unlimited cash back. There are no rotating categories, no caps or limits, as long as your credit card account is open and in good standing. Very important. And should I just add that this card carries no annual fee? Really good, really, right? So you have, this is what it is. And on top of that, you have a balance transfer offer. So you have a 0% intro APR for the first 15 billing cycles after account opening. And after that, you have an APR that oscillates from 14.99% to 24.99%. This is really good. This is really good overall, okay? And you have digital, the digital wallet, you have Visa Zero Liability, instant credit card replacement, and you have contactless payments. Fantastic. Number 7, folks, we have Fifth Third Truly Simple. Our score, 8.5/10. This is a great card from Fifth Third Bank, okay? And the card is really simple. That's true. And the card comes with a low 0% intro APR for your first 18 billing cycles. Check this out, 18 billing cycles. This is just fantastic. And we're talking about a low 0% APR on both purchases and balance transfers. This is definitely a great card to have if you are thinking about consolidating debt, okay? After that, you have a variable APR that goes from 12.24% to 23.24%. And there is no penalty APR for missed payments, and the card has no annual fee. Fantastic. And on top of that, you have you can shop worry-free, not a problem. You have zero liability. You have MasterCard ID theft protection. This is really good. And you can actually enhance your travel plans with MasterCard priceless cities. And you have the MasterCard, you have access to the MasterCard Global Service. Fantastic. So overall, this is an all-in credit card that pulls Experian. Fifth Third, truly simple, 8.5 over 10. Number 6, folks, we have here the PNC Cash Rewards credit card. Our score, 8.5 over 10. So this is a card that allows you to maximize your cash back every single day. In other words, you are basically, so you can earn 4% on gas station purchases, 3% on dining purchases at restaurants, including fast food. You can earn 2% on grocery store purchases. You can earn 1% on all other purchases, okay? This is really good. So the bottom line here is that but there is a limit though. We're talking about the first $8,000 in combined purchases in these categories annually, okay? And the cool thing here is that the cashback is automatic. Cashback process here is automatic. There is no need to enroll or track rotating categories. I mean, if you were to ask me, this is really good because a lot of credit cards, including Chase credit cards, want you to have rotating categories and you got to track them, you got to keep track of them, whatever. No, this makes things a lot easier for you, okay? And you can redeem cashback on your terms. You decide. You can redeem anytime you have at least $25 in your PNC Cash Rewards account, and your cashback never expires as long as your account is open, okay? This is really good. And the APR is kind of decent too. It goes from 14.24% to 25.24%, okay? The card has no annual fee. Obviously, with PNC, you have a dedicated US-based customer service. Fantastic. You have contactless technology. You have online account tools. And we love the fact that they have the PNC Easy Lock. Fantastic. Number 5, folks, we have here the Capital One Platinum card. Our score, 9 over 10. And with this card, the card has a no annual fee. And this is kind of cool. And we love this card because they start you with a low limit, but after 6 months, they will bump you up. They continually review your activity, your transaction volume to see what your payment history. This is important. The APR is a little high, however, so the APR is 27.24%. However, with this card, like I said, it's the potential that we are judging here. They might start you at $2,000 or $3,000, and after 6 months, they will bump you up to $10,000. We've seen that, okay? And the card actually gives you access to something called CreditWise, which is a service by Capital One that allows you to monitor your credit score and report continually. This is really good. And the card comes with you can have authorized users onto this card. You have 24/7 customer service. Fantastic card. Number 4, folks, we have here Bank of America Customized Cash Rewards. Our score, 9 over 10. So when you think about an Experian credit card for fair credit, this is a good contender. Why? Because first of all, you have $200 online cash rewards bonus offer. It's a great offer. You have 3% cashback in the category of your choice, 2% cashback at grocery stores and wholesale clubs, and 1% cashback on all other purchases. Okay, this is really good. So the bottom line is you are earning cash back your way. You are earning cash back every single day. Fantastic. And the cool thing here is that you have a low introductory APR offer. So you have 0% intro APR for your first 15 billing cycles. Think about that. Billing cycles, this is for purchases. So the 0% intro APR applies for purchases and for any balance transfers that you have made within the first 60 days of opening your account. You got to make the transfers within 60 days. Really important. And after that, the APR goes from 14.24% to 24.24%. There is a balance transfer fee, okay, $3, 3% rather, 3%, minimum $10, okay? But the card has no annual fee. This is just fantastic. We love that. Number 3, folks, we have City Simplicity. Our score, 9.5 over 10. And when you think about it, so the City Simplicity card is just great. Fantastic. Why? Because the card has no annual fee, no late fees, and no penalty interest. This is really good. And you have introductory offers with the low APR on both balance transfers and purchases. And you really, really have a great card. So the 0% intro APR applies to 12 months. Again, it applies to balance transfers and purchases. And after that, the APR goes from 14.99% to 24.99%. And you also have so for the purchase rate, you have 0% intro APR for 12 months. That's for the purchase rate. For the balance transfer rate, you have 0% intro APR for, guess what, 21 months. 21 months. This is just fantastic. Now, having said that, the only thing we don't like with this card is that there is a balance transfer fee of either $5 or 5% of the amount of each transfer, whichever is greater. I mean, 5% is really high. I mean, 3%, everybody is kind of used to 3%, but 5% is really steep. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Story Kiwi Show. We are still having a conversation about the top 10 Experian credit cards for fair credit, high limits, and quick approval. Number 2, folks, we have Chase Freedom Flex. Our score, 9.5 over 10. So when you think about this Freedom Flex card, we love the fact that you can actually earn $200 bonus plus 5% gas station cashback offer, okay, through the offer. So this is really good. But the thing is, if you want to earn the $200 bonus off, the bonus, you need to actually spend $500 on purchases in the first 3 months from account opening. Okay, and you can earn 5% cashback on gas station purchases on up to $6,000 spent in the first year. Okay, so this is really what it is. And you can also actually earn 5% cashback on up to $1,500 on combined purchases in bonus categories each quarter you activate. This is really good. And you can earn 5% cashback on travel purchased through Chase, 3% on dining including takeout and drugstores, and 1% on all other purchases. Okay, and the card also comes with a great intro APR offer. So you have 0% intro APR for 15 months from account opening on purchases and balance transfers. And after the intro period is over, you have a variable APR of 14.99% to 23.74% that applies. Okay, balance transfer fee applies though. Number 1, the best of the best in our view when it comes to Experian credit cards for fair credit, high limits, and quick approval. You have Wells Fargo Active Cash. Our score, 10 over 10. With this card, you earn unlimited 2% cash rewards on purchases. Fantastic. Okay, so you earn a $200 cash rewards bonus also when you spend $1,000 in purchases in the first 3 months. Okay, on top of that, you have a 0% intro APR for 15 months from account opening on purchases and qualifying balance transfers. This is just great. And after that, you have a variable APR that goes from 15.24% to 25.24%. And balance transfers made within 120 days qualify for the intro rate and fee. So be sure that you do the balance transfer as soon as possible. Okay, and so you earn unlimited. What we really love about this card is that you earn unlimited 2% cash rewards on purchases with no category limitations or quarterly activations. This is really the strong suit of this card. Before closing today's conversation, folks, I want to have a general dialogue with you about Experian credit cards for fair credit. Obviously, This show was about Experian credit cards, but you basically want to monitor all your credit scores, not just with Experian, but also with Equifax and TransUnion, right? You want to have a trilateral view of your credit history. It's important. Okay, so if you want to get a credit card in general, and more specifically an Experian credit card, you want to check your credit score. This is important. And again, people think that, oh, well, you only need to know your credit score when you are about to apply for credit. No. This should be something continuous. It should be something routine. I want you to do it as often as you brush your teeth. Not as often, but let's say once a month, you can actually check your credit score, okay? Or some people that we have been following for years, they do this on a weekly basis. In other words, you have a reminder on your agenda, and every Saturday afternoon or Sunday afternoon, you just go around and check your credit. That way, the more often you check your credit, the quicker you can respond if there is a problem. If there is a discrepancy, you can respond quickly. Okay, so after checking your credit score, please, you want to determine what type of card you need. It's important. I mean, in today's conversation, I've given you 10 cards, but the Lord knows that there are a lot of, every card is different. You have cashback credit cards, you have APRs you have card with low APRs, you have cards for balance transfers and whatnot. So you have a diversity, you have a variety of cards here. So you need to choose the one that works for you. Okay. And you need to understand the terms of your credit card application. Things like annual fee, APR for balance transfers, APR for purchases, balance transfer fee, APR for, cash advance APRs. You have minimum interest charges, transaction fees. You might be thinking, well, those are things I understand. But the question is, do you really understand? No, because most people don't understand. They have heard of the terms. They believe they understand the terms because the term is in plain English, so they think they understand. But no, you better go and read that. I mean, I'm not asking you to read the fine prints, but there are some critical terms you need to understand. And I also want you to pay attention to where you apply. Okay, because some of those cards here, there are cards that have that are issued by credit unions. Some are issued by big banks. You have online lenders. You have community banks. You have local credit unions. It's important for you to pay attention to those things because there are consequences in terms of the APR you pay for example, historically. Credit unions are known for lower APRs. Okay, so maybe you might want to start with your local credit union first, or you can go for a national credit union like Equifax. Like Navy Fed or Penn Fed. Okay, and you want to check to see if you're pre-qualified. And this is our favorite routes. This is part of what we call the formula for a successful application. In other words, you are basically doing a soft pull. You're not risking a hard pull right away. That way you can gauge interest. You can gauge your suitability for the card before even applying. Okay, so check to see if you're pre-qualified, and you want to now, one thing for sure though, you got to be ready mentally speaking that you might have a knock to your credit score. Basically, anytime you have a soft pull, if you decide to go ahead with the application, you will get a hard pull. So the lender will do an in-depth review of your credit score, of your credit report, and you might be losing 10 points or 20 points depending on your history. But from that inquiry alone, you might be losing a lot of points. But be prepared mentally. It's part of it's the price to pay. Think about that way, okay? And once you get the card, please, you want to make sure that you use the card responsibly. Pay attention to your CUR, to your credit utilization ratio. Pay attention to your payment history. Those two already account for 65%. That's nearly 2/3 of your FICO score. So this is really important. And last but not the least, you want to be very clear about what you need to do in terms of how often you make payments. The lender might ask you to make payments once a month, but the best practices say you must be paying multiple times during the month. That way, if something happens, you are basically at least covering the minimum balance due. Before I close today's conversation, please check out this short credit card evaluation approach video. We have a strong methodology when it comes to checking, categorizing, or listing credit cards on this show. Check this out. All right, folks, here are the top 10 Experian credit cards for fair credit, high limits, and quick approval. Number 1, Wells Fargo Active Cash, 10 over 10. Number 2, Chase Freedom Flex, 9.5 over 10. Number 3, Citi Simplicity, 9.5 over 10. Number 4, Bank of America Customized Cash Rewards, 9 over 10. Number 5, we have Capital One Platinum, 9 over 10. Number 6, we have PNC Cash Rewards, 8.5 over 10. Number 7, we have Fifth Third Truly Simple, 8.5 over 10. Number 8, we have TD Double Up, 8 over 10. Number 9, we have BMO Harris Bank Cashback, 7.5 over 10. And number 10, M&T Visa Signature. Our score, 7 over 10. Thank you so much for your attention, folks. I will speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.